Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about how you can get set up to work with Microsoft Access. If you don't have Microsoft Access already, you have two choices for how to find it. First, you can use the Microsoft DreamSpark website to download Access and install it to your computer. Second choice is you can use Remote Lab, which will let you connect to one of the iSchool lab PCs which already has Access installed. There are advantages and disadvantages to each choice. When it comes to downloading and installing Access on your computer, if you can get it to work, that's the most efficient way to work with the program, because you'll have it locally on your computer and you won't be dependent on an internet connection to use it. If you choose to use the Remote Lab option, you won't have to worry about downloading and installing the software, but you will need to have a relatively fast internet connection in order to use Access through Remote Desktop. Sometimes things can get a little bit slow on Remote Lab and you might get frustrated at that. So let's talk about option number one, which is how to get Microsoft Access through the Microsoft DreamSpark website. So first, open up a browser. Now what you can do is type in ischool.syr.edu. Then you're going to click Login up here in the corner. Now you're going to log in with your NetID and password. This is the same one you use for MySlice, Blackboard, and your email. Now that you're logged in, you can see your name is up here. So scroll down and go to Technology Services and choose Download Software. Now you're going to click on the little download icon that's under the Microsoft DreamSpark logo. Now it's connecting to the DreamSpark website. When you get to this screen, you can click in this box where it says Product Search and then type in Access. Hit Enter. So on this screen you can see that you have a choice between Access 2010, 2013, and 2007. Now I already downloaded Access 2010, so I'm going to choose Access 2013 this time in order to do this demonstration. So I'm going to hit Add to Cart. And you can see the price is free. My subtotal is 0. It prompts you if you want to get a backup disk in case you want some kind of DVD to install it from, but that's not necessary. So now that we've chosen Access 2013, let's hit Checkout. Now it will give you a prompt to approve their license agreement. You can just hit Accept. It'll again confirm the product you're downloading, and then it's going to confirm your name and your email address. Make sure that's correct here, and then hit Proceed with Order. Then you can go ahead and say Start Download. Now, in order to do this download, you have to download first their Secure Download Manager. So go ahead and click this and hit Run. Hit Next. Agree. Next. This will just take a few seconds. So this Download Manager will let you download any other Microsoft products through the DreamSpark website. So when finished, we can hit Close. Now you can choose Download the SDX file for your order. Press Open. So now you can go ahead and click Start the Download right here, this green button. After it downloads, you can go ahead and install it, and hopefully you'll be all set. So that's one option for how to get Microsoft Access. What is the other option? Well, if you don't want to install it locally, then you can use Remote Lab. So let's close out of the DreamSpark website. I'm going to sign out here and just get back to the beginning. Okay, so I'll open up a browser, and this time for my web address I'm going to type remotelab.ischool.syr.edu. Now it wants me to log in. So again, use your NetID and password, the same one you use for email and Blackboard and so on. Sometimes it takes a few seconds. So now it's telling you that the remote lab has 24 seats available. If this number of seats available is 0, then you're kind of out of luck until somebody stops using one. But fortunately, there's usually enough seats. So click Make My Reservation and then connect to Remote Lab. Now it's going to prompt, do you want to open this RDP file? And you have to say open. You have to click connect. Your computer may warn you that it doesn't know if the file is safe to use, but I assume it's safe, so hit connect. Now it's going to prompt you to enter your NetID password again, the same one we use for email, MySlice, and so on. So type that in, and it's going to connect to one of the lab PCs in the iSchool. Sometimes takes a few seconds. And now it's going to log in. This process could take 20-30 seconds or so. What you'll see on the screen is exactly what you would see if you went onto the campus in the Heinz building to one of those computer labs in the basement like 010, 013, and you went and actually logged into one of the physical computers in the lab. It has all the same programs. So this way you don't have to worry about changing anything on your local PC. But as I mentioned before, it's not quite as fast to use the remote lab as using your own PC because it's dependent on your internet connection, which can be faster or slower at different times. So here we have all of our programs, and if you go to Office 2013, there's Access 2013. Click on that. Click blank desktop database. Give it a name. Let's call this Lab 1, for example, if you want to start working on Lab 1. And it's going to create a new file. And there you go. It already created one table for you. So where does it store this database? Well, let's close it up. The place it stores this database file is on your H drive in the iSchool computer system. So on the remote lab computer, if you click computer and go to the H drive, you can see there's your database. So this is the other option for how to use Access. To disconnect, just click the little X, clear my reservation, and then log off, and you're done with that. So again, this video covered two different options for how to use Microsoft Access. If you have any problems or questions, feel free to email me, and we can work through whatever problems you're having. I hope this was helpful.